Alright, what's going on, guys? Jeff here, back again with another video. So today, we'll be talking about 5 stock going into 2022 because I did receive a comment asking me what are the 5 stocks I want to go into 2022 with. The reason why I am into these 5 stocks that I want to go into 2022 with as well. I made this post-it note in order for me to crush this post-it note. I need to create to record this video. So this is it. And before I actually start, because the thing is that if you actually watch the prediction video for 2022, you would have already realized that I actually said that small caps company are basically going to get destroyed in 2022, basically sideways trading through the entire market. And because of that, I think that will be very, very boring for me to just basically tell you the 5 companies are basically going to be your Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Tesla, and Facebook, something like that. I think that's going to be very, very boring for me to do so. So instead, I did create a different system for this to be a little bit more fun, which is this a market cap point system for us to actually make this a little bit more interesting. So over here, when we actually do this point system, basically the $1 trillion cap and above is going to be worth 6 points. The 500 billion to 1 trillion is going to be worth 4 points. 100 billion to 500 billion dollars is going to be worth 3 points. 30 billion to 100 billion is going to be worth 2 points, and anything under 30 billion dollars company is going to be worth 1 point. And I'm going to make my fantasy 5 stocks with 15 points, like how people usually do their whole fantasy football, their fantasy superhero team, things like that. So this way, I think that it will not be too overpowering for me to basically just throw in a lot of trillion cappers for you guys and just tell you that, yeah, these are the 5 stocks that I'm going to enter 2022 with, because that just doesn't really make sense. And a lot of time people don't really like to just bet on the $1 trillion cappers simply because that's just buying into the ETF. You might as well just buy into the ETF. Okay. So let's start. For the first company that I will want to get into the into my 2022 for the stocks would be Alphabet, which is also Google. So the reason why I like Alphabet is because I feel that in 2022, we'll definitely be getting into more staying at home. And when we actually stay at home, a lot of people are going to be more dependent on a lot of different technology. So for Google, we are actually in the tech play. We're also in the cloud computing space. We're also in the AI space. We're also in the ads revenue space, such as your YouTube, your Google ad revenue, and such. So I think for Alphabet in 2022, as compared to the other trillion cappers, I think that Alphabet will definitely be the best out of all of them. So personally, I think Alphabet is my play. If I would want to argue, I would say Apple should be here as well. But I think if I were to choose Apple, then basically the rest of them I have to populate with like basically micro caps company. Okay, so over here I'm just gonna be putting 6 points into here, which is 6 points. Alphabet, which is GOOG. Okay, so for the second company that I want to go into would be Nvidia. Okay, and Nvidia is about a $600 billion company. Because Nvidia, I feel that they actually play into a lot of different plays. So right now, if we expect Nvidia, be it your crypto play, be it your EVs play, be it your metaverse play, everything comes down to all your computer chips and your chips manufacturer. Okay, so for example, for your crypto play, if a crypto does do well for 2022, people want to mine those crypto. I don't care if it's your Bitcoin, I don't care if it's your Ethereum, even if it's your Dogecoin and your Shiba Inu. So be it, you're going to need better chips. Okay, better computing system, better chips. And because of that, Nvidia is going to be a very, very good play. Okay, secondly, for the EVs side of things, we already expect supply chains to be in trouble for the entire of 2022 and even 2023. And Chinese EV companies such as your NIO, XPeng, Li Auto, BYD, all of them are basically trying to catch up with Tesla in this rat race to be the best EV company in China. Okay, and because if they want to do this kind of thing, they will need a lot of chips. And we understand that chip shortages is currently going to continuously going higher and higher. Okay, we are going to have more and more shortages in the supply chain. And if you do check out my previous news as well, I also talk a lot about supply chains. And I feel that supply chain wise is going to be very, very dangerous for us to really get into a hyperinflated economy if this supply chain continues. But at the same time, we understand that with a supply and demand, if demand is constantly going up, the people who actually control the game is where the supply is at. And Nvidia is at the supply side of things. So for that part, I feel Nvidia is definitely going to be doing very well. Okay. And the last point, which would be metaverse. So people keep on talking about the metaverse, which I also have two more videos coming out about the metaverse in the near future. And people keep on saying about the metaverse and how the metaverse is going to be coming over. And people are worrying about what coins you should be getting into, what are the different companies that the metaverse will actually profit off from, such as going to your Unity, such as going to your Roblox. Metaverse future, okay? People are worrying about the metaverse future, okay? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what is the medium that you're going to use. If you're going to use your computer, if you're going to use your PlayStation, you're going to use your VR, your AR, we don't care. You will need to have a good chip for whatever medium it is. Whatever computer parts that you are going to have, the chips is the most important thing. And because of that, my 4 points is going over to Nvidia. I'm pretty sure this is their code, Nvidia. Let me just do a quick check. Yeah, that's it. Nvidia. Okay. All right. So my third company is going to be Snapchat. Okay. Snapchat is a very, very undervalued company. Especially a very, very undervalued company in my playbook, because after privacy attack by the whole Apple privacy law actually doing a whole change back in November, I think that there is now a lot of big upside potential for Snapchat, especially for Snapchat right now. Their daily active users is around 308 million users, according to the quarter 3 earnings report that we actually have for Snapchat. And because of that, I feel that Snapchat definitely have a good amount of audiences on it. And because basically the Apple privacy law kind of went a little bit lax now. And I think that the advertisement side of things, like I said, the same as Google as well, the same as Alphabet, I think advertisement revenue is definitely going to be going up, which is why I think Snapchat is going to be a good company for 2022. Of course, I do not think in a very macro sense where I'm not sure if Snapchat can be can be overperforming in 2024 or even 2026. But I think in 2022 alone, I think Snapchat will definitely still have a very, very good future for us to actually look into. And for Snapchat, it's not really that big of a company. So let's see. Snapchat right now, the market cap is at $61 billion. So sadly, it is still a 2 points. 2 points. So we are going to go with Snapchat. That is Snap. Okay. So right now, I'm 12 points in and I'm only left with 2 more companies. Okay. So my fourth company, okay, my fourth company is going to be Palantir. Okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of people knows that I am super duper bullish in Palantir, even though Palantir has not been doing fantastically well. You can see that the floor prices has been getting destroyed through the test of time. It just gets destroyed over and over again. But I think that Palantir, sadly right now, I think Palantir is a little bit above 30,000. I mean 30 billion. Yeah, Palantir is at $32 billion market cap right now. A little bit sad, but that will be worth 2 points. But anyway, for Palantir, I think that it's a very, very undervalued company. It just hit its floor pricing a few weeks ago. Right now, it's very close to its floor pricing again, which is why I think it's very dangerous. The floor pricing for Palantir is about $15.36, and right now it's hovering just above $16 at the moment. So yeah, I think Palantir definitely for 2022 is going to be a rough fight. But I think for 2022, at the nearer to the end of the 2022, probably in the quarter 3 or quarter 4 of 2022, I think the Palantir Foundry and Apollo is going to be doing very well. I feel that Gotham, on the other hand, Palantir Gotham might not be doing as well, but that definitely depends on the government contractors that we do get for Palantir, which also, if you're not aware, that Palantir is actually IL5 authorized for their SaaS, which is their software as a service, as compared to like the Oracle CRM, which is Salesforce, and those Oracle and Salesforce are all IL4 authorized, and Google and SAP are IL2 authorized. So Palantir is actually at the highest authorization, which is at IL5. So yeah, I think Palantir definitely got a lot of upside potential for 2022. Of course, we do expect Palantir to be going through a sideways trending market for the first and second quarter of 2022. But I feel in the quarter 3 and quarter 4, we should be seeing some changes in Palantir. And because of that, I think Palantir is going to be a good addition to my squad. Palantir. PLTR. Okay, and now I'm finally left with the last company, and I'm only left with 1 point, and I know what this 1 point should definitely go to, and that is going to be Robinhood. Okay, a lot of people do not like Robinhood. A lot of people actually diss on Robinhood. People hate Robinhood. People hate me for liking Robinhood, but Robinhood is a good company. Ultimately, it is a good company. A lot of people do not like it, especially what happened back in 2021 January, especially by the apes community, by the diamond hands community. Everyone hated Robinhood because they froze trading for your GME, your AMC, your Express, your COS, your BlackBerry. All these so-called meme momentum stocks were all being froze. Of course, I was also participating in a little bit of meme trading, but I was doing a lot of meme day trading. So I was actually affected by this freezing by Robinhood as well. Although I'm not the one that's using Robinhood, but because of what Robinhood did, it basically just stopped the momentum for the trades that we were all doing. So yeah, I think what Robinhood did back then was pretty bad. But I actually broke it down in my Instagram stories where I actually explained to people what Robinhood was actually doing. So yeah, I think that I can kind of see it from the company's point of view because they had to stop it due to the fact that their liquidity is actually being affected. So if we actually take the entire fiasco aside, let's talk into their financials. Okay, so the financials for Robinhood, the business model for Robinhood. If you do know Robinhood, from a financial point of view, you understand that it's a clear winner because currently it's sitting at a, let's see, what is Robinhood sitting at? Robinhood currently is sitting at 13.5 or 0.15, $13.15 billion market cap. Okay, only 13.5 billion market cap. No, 13.1 billion market cap. Okay, in their latest earning, which is the Q3 earnings that we had, they reported $6.1 billion in cash and cash equivalent. Okay, that's aka liquid money and possibly like stable coins or whatsoever. And then $4.4 billion in cash and securities segregated under federal and other regulations, aka your bonds and also your commercial papers. Okay, so this is a total of $10.5 billion in cash. Okay, basically net, just cash. Okay, this is not assets because if we're talking about assets wise, they're actually at $19.3 billion in assets, which is why if you're basically investing into Robinhood right now, you're basically investing into more of whatever they already have than what they are actually capable of doing, which is why it's crazy why you should get into Robinhood. Well, not financial advice, but why I should get into Robinhood. But if you invested $1,000 into Robinhood today, basically about $800 of those of that $1,000 is invested into cold hard cash, and on top of that, you're also investing into a high growth fintech company that I think that can definitely be doing well in 2022, all the way to 2023, 2024, and even 2025. Okay, of course, there's definitely going to be some risk attached to this company because currently they do operate on a payment for order flow, which basically is PFOF. And the chairman of the SEC, which is Gary Gensler, actually did talk about possibly restricting PFOF in the future. And of course, these are all still in talks, and this is still the risk factor for us to actually take into consideration if we want to get into Robinhood. And because they're still a growing company, I still feel that it's very, very possible for them to not be profitable, which I think is a very, very huge downside for the current market, because right now the market, basically, if you're not making money, the market do not like it, which is why I'd like to see it from the point of where we're actually seeing how we want to see where this revenue actually comes in from. And for Robinhood, their main revenue printer is not even dealing with PFOF, but it is actually dealing with crypto trading. So in Q2 of 2021, that was during the SNL hype, okay, when people are basically buying and selling Dogecoin every single second. And Robinhood reported $233 million in revenue from crypto trading alone. Okay, more than half of their total transactional based revenue in Q2 alone was actually reported from just crypto trading alone. And of course, they did report a net loss of $502 million in that quarter, but basically because of the cost of marketing, the cost of R&D for the different technologies, and also because of staffing. So I do understand the reason why they are still not profitable, which with a lot of high growth fintech companies, you basically see that. But yeah, we do expect to see Robinhood being profitable in 2023, which is why I think 2022 would be a good year for us to actually get in. And even by 2025, even Motley Fool themselves is looking at a possible generation of revenue up to $6 billion in a year. So that is why Robinhood is my 1 point company. I feel that I have to really bring out all this research for Robinhood because I actually did prepare a video for Robinhood. So all these points are basically fresh in my mind. But anyway, I'm just going to put it here. Robinhood, which is hood. Okay, so this is my 15 points for the stocks going into 2022. Let me know what are your 2022 picks. You can follow my rules as well with the market cap system. Do let me know your 5 stocks going into 2022. I'm very, very interested in seeing what are the new stocks that I should be looking into, because there are a lot of stocks that I'm not very sure in. And sometimes I like to use this blue text for me to just basically research into companies that I am interested in. So I just basically just continue pasting all this post-it note for me to just research into new companies. But anyway, do let me know what are your 5 stocks. And if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and also subscribe to my channel for future content. I'll be dropping new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And of course, I will also have daily news every single trading day. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.